Hello everybody and welcome to another Minecraft video. And today I have something pretty cool in store. It's mainly going to be just inside my house here, and I want to explain my V system. I have switched texture packs. I was using a defined texture pack, and I'm using my friend Mithra13. For those of you who don't know, he creates and designs his own texture packs. He's very good at what he does and makes some outstanding textures. This is one of my favorite ones. It's called the Dark Realism. I love the dark color stuff to begin with. He did a fantastic job with this texture pack. I've been wanting to use this for a while, and I continue to forget putting it in, and I just happen to remember because I was watching one of Mithra's videos about 5 minutes ago, and I was like, I need to finally put this pack in. So glad I did. Looks great, Mithra. You did a great job. Okay, for starters, I added a portion behind my portal here, and it's my reed farm. So that way I can start, I got rid of some of the trees around my house, as you guys can see. I cleaned out a bunch of trees around my house here and made my sugarcane farm back here, because for the inscription table, the quadtasm, how the heck you say it, needs a lot of paper. So I got that going there. So back to what we were going to talk about is my V system. I've had a couple people ask me in messages about my V system, and I have another buddy of mine, Gio, he was asking about for me to run down the system to begin with. So, real quick, the way the system works is you have these crystals here, like the aqueous, the vaporous, the V crystal, earthen crystal, fiery, and the tainted crystal. All the crystals you can mine within your caves, and when you mine them, consider those crystals almost like fuel to fire up your infuser. So we're going to start up with just the basics here. This is your crucible. The crucible is something where all you do is simply chuck anything in the world into it, and it creates V. V is this purple stuff right here that travels throughout your pipes that creates the aura in your world that allows you to use and to infuse things. Anything in the world you can throw into the crucible, except for certain things like armor pieces. There's a couple things you can't throw in there, but for the most part you can throw anything in there. But obviously the higher the value of items you put in there, the more pure V. So think about it as fuel for your car. Gosh, just push me out of the way. Think about it as fuel for your car. You buy the cheapy gas at some cheapy gas station, your car is going to run a little bit rough. But you go to a high-end gas station and put in the 94 octane or whatever the high dollar stuff is, your car is going to run a lot better. Same concept here. You throw a bunch of cobblestone in there, you're going to get a bunch of taint and junk clogging your system. But you put a couple of diamond blocks in there, man, you're going to run pretty sweet. These two things here are called arcane bellows. Think of them as like a blacksmith, how you have the little bellows on the side that really heats it up and produces hotter, coals for your materials. That's exactly what this does. It speeds up the process, and it kind of makes it go a little bit quicker. These pipes here are called conduits. They're obviously what travels to and from everywhere you need to connect pieces to. This little device here is called a V filter. Basically what it is just like a filter on a car, or an air filter, or an oil filter, or fuel filter, or even a water filter. The dirty stuff starts from here and then goes through the filter, and then the little black stuff will produce out of it. That is called the taint. Think of it as like exhaust. I keep using it in different terms in hopes that it kind of helps you guys out in understanding a little bit more. I'll put a couple of saplings in here, that way you guys can see exactly what the taint looks like. See that black stuff pouring out? That's the taint that your filter's filtering out. So if I were to put my cursor on this, see it's got 0 taint right now. It's filtering out all the taint. Works pretty nice. This little device here is just a valve. Right now the red is on, the gray is off. So if you ever have an issue where you're wanting to stop from taint from traveling, or you don't have a filter, you can shut the valve off and then work on your piping system. Okay, these little square containers here are what hold your V. They're called storage containers, and what you do is you can stack them straight up, you can put them side to side, you can do whatever you want, you can even put conduits in between them, and they're just storage containers for your V. This thing here is called an arcane furnace, and all it is like my son has said before, it's an amplified furnace. You can put 9 items in here, coal right there, and it burns all 9 items and puts them over here. It's a pretty cool furnace. Same with the bellows. Put some bellows on it and it produces it and makes it work a lot better. This thing here is the heart and gold of everything within your V system. It's called an infuser. And if you ever want to infuse anything, it's kind of hard to explain all the different stuff you can infuse. But if you go to the Thaumcraft 2 wiki, it'll tell you a lot of stuff about what you can put in here. But basically, these little squares that I'm or these circles I'm highlighting here are where you put your crystals, and that's what I was telling you guys about. That's more like a fuel, which are these things here. Those are what power your infuser. This is what you use to infuse things within the game. So if you're wanting to make enchanted logs, you'll put logs up here and a crystal down here, and it infuses and creates you your enchanted logs. Or anything in the game that you're wanting to infuse, this is your guy to go to. Right over here, these things are called V condensers. And basically what you do with these things is if you want a crystal or want pure V, all you do is just put a crystal right here where this depleted crystal is, and it plops the crystal right here, and it drains all of the pure aura from it and throws it into your system and gives you straight pure V. So, some other people were asking that they were having some issues with the taint. Now, you definitely want to make one of these. It's a taint detector. My bar is in the bottom right corner down there. My aura is really high. My taint is really low. I have a very good system. I designed this system myself and kind of came up with it. I didn't watch any tutorials. I just kind of put it together myself because I figured I've worked on it a lot, writing out sketches and stuff to try and make a good system, and this is what I've come up with. All of my containers, as you can see, have 100% V and 0 taint. Every one of these all have 0 taint in them. I have pretty much a flawless system here. And all I did is I have my crucible conduited to a filter, to a shutoff valve, and then to my storage containers. And then everything that I have in my system has a filter in front of it. So I have a conduit, filter, furnace, conduit, filter, infuser, conduit, filter, and then my V condenser. And the reason I have more V condensers filtered off this way, or branched off this way, is because these V condensers produce pure V regardless. As long as you put a crystal right there, it pulls all the pure V through your system, back into your filter, and into your storage tank as pure V. So I have filters that will prevent any sort of pollution. This system here, obviously you guys can change it up however you want to. You can make it look cool. You can put some pipes going up and around and do some crazy stuff. But for me, this is a very this is a very good system that works for me. I get no taint whatsoever. I mean, look at my taint levels standing near all this. I mean, there's like no taint whatsoever. I mean, I have a little bit of taint. You're going to always have taint down there. But all my pipes are clean. All of my containers all have 0 taint in it. It took me a few episodes to finally learn it. But for the most part, that's exactly what you want to do. So, like I said before, all you do is just dump in any materials you want here. It filters through, and then it goes up to your containers here once it's pure. So, as far as your taint level goes, obviously the more taint you're putting in the air, it's just like real life. The more cars you have driving around, I mean, look at LA, for example. It's riddled with pollution. Same concept. You have 10 million cars driving around all day, every day. Your sky is going to get pretty polluted. Same thing here. You have all these filters producing all this pollution and taint. It's going to eventually start to taint your world, which is going to cause... It's going to start almost like if any of you have played Terraria, how if you go into corruption, how it has the purple and all the nasty twigs and all the bad animals. Same concept here. You're going to get little purple squares in your tree, little purple things on the ground, and it's going to slowly spread. And once it starts to spread, it's going to slowly corrupt your whole world. That's something you got to be careful with, and that's where this little guy comes in handy as your taint meter. You can just kind of walk around and you can check things and kind of see roughly where your taint level's at in certain areas and how your aura is. My aura is extremely high with this system. Like I said, you guys can watch this video and tweak your system however you want to, but this is the system that works good for me. I have a 0% taint level. Everything is completely filtered. Everything produces extremely fast. And here, I want to show you guys real quick. I'll chuck 1 diamond in there because I think I got a couple of diamonds. Yeah, I have 16 diamonds. So we'll throw 1. Better yet, I've got a better idea. Let's put that diamond back, and we'll do 2 iron blocks. Iron blocks are pretty good to put in there as well. Okay, so you see we have 1 tank right now that's completely empty. I want to show you guys how this works with 2 iron blocks. On how fast my system produces V. That might have not have been enough. I thought the iron bars were... See, look at all the filters that are going right now. It's filtering out all the taint that's in there. It didn't fill up my containers like I really wanted it to, so let's go grab some... Let's grab a half stack of saplings here and see if that'll do it. I know when I used... Let's see, string also works pretty good as well for getting some V going. Let's throw all this stuff in there. Okay, so as you guys are going to see, my filters are all going to start working because the V is filtering through my filter here, or through my conduit pipes through the filter, into the tank, spreading through to these other filters, and then it's kicking it back into my tank up there. See, my tank is starting to fill up there. Let's jump onto this. See, right now, it's at 27% V and 0% taint right now. It's got 1 taint right now. See, now it's at 31% V, 1 taint. See how all these containers now have taint in it? It's because it's obviously going to travel through all of it, so your containers are going to get tainted when you put new product in there. But as you can see, I've filled up a quarter of my container up there. And just like that, see? It's now 100% V, 0% taint. See? Look at that. My system is completely filtered out everything that's possible, you know, in that system. So, real quick, let's just say you guys are wanting to make, you know, the enchanted logs. All you do is just take a piece of your great wood, and then you just take one of your crystals, stick it in your fuser here, put a log there and a crystal there. See how quick that works too? How quick that infuses? It's because I have pure V in my system. If you have taint in your system, just like I said before, it's going to clog and it's going to slowly rise. I mean, it'll take up to 5 minutes. If your whole system is clogged with taint, you're going to be waiting a long time to produce anything. So it's definitely good to have a system that produces pure V. So for example, let's say I wanted to make some of these alumentums or the nitors. You know, you would just take redstone and you would take a glowstone dust, for example. And all you do is just put it in there and watch how quick this stuff fuses together. See how quick that went? It's because I have a pure system. So that's definitely something that you guys, and oh, real quick, you see how this crystal here, all those red things are going to it? It's because my system is pulling, see, it made a tainted crystal. It pulled the life out of all the crystals that I put over here. And that's what this crystal system does, is it pulls pure V from your crystals, pumps it into your containers, and gives you a pure V. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't very action-packed. I hope it answered a bunch of your questions that you were having about making a flawless system. Obviously, my system's not 100%, as you guys can probably make it better, you know, amongst yourselves, but it works for me. It's a completely flawless system for me. I have 100% pure V at my disposal, and I can infuse and craft anything within seconds and have plenty of materials at my disposal at any given time. I enjoy the system. It's a great mod. If you guys have any questions on it, feel free to... I'm not an expert on it by any means, but it's definitely a very, very fun mod to mess with. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video on my new V system. I think I'm pretty much done messing with it. I took out all the plumbing because what I was having issues with is it was piping itself back into here, and it was not feeding everything the way I wanted it to. But yeah, so for the most part, everything is pretty much all set up. So, as I said before, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. As I said before, I'm not an expert on it, but me and my son have slowly kind of done so much research on it, and we've got it down pretty packed. So, and I enjoy my system. It works good, puts out pure V, and I have no complaints. So, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and we'll see you around next time. Later.